Sycus Stalatin and Natalie Witan First Nations along the Nechako River expressed concerns about the low water due to the Kenny Dam, which was built by Rio Tinto Alcan in the early 1950s. Sycus First Nation Chief Priscilla Mueller says Nechako translates to Big River, but the water is so low at the moment that people could walk to the middle of it.
Our concern is that the river flows are very low in the Nechako and has been since the Kenny Dam was built. And we just feel like not much has been done over the, even 11 years since we started kind of investigating and looking into the river.
Last month, nearly a dozen endangered white sturgeon were found dead in a 1-week period, according to the province of British Columbia. Provincial scientists have taken samples for laboratory testing, but they do not believe the fish died from disease, chemical exposure, or because of angling or gillnet fisheries. The fish show no visible signs of injury. The nations on the Nechako River have harvested sturgeon historically, but with the declines, Chief Mueller can't remember the last time it was harvested in her community. The salmon numbers are too low to catch as well. The Sycus First Nation have been in a lengthy legal battle with Rio Tinto, the federal, and provincial government over the Aboriginal right to fish the Nechako River. Earlier this year, the BC Supreme Court ruled that the Kenny Dam caused or contributed to a substantial decline in the Nechako white sturgeon and salmon populations.
Justice Kent's comments were, the government needs to step up and they need to regulate that flow. They need to give direction to Rio Tinto to regulate that flow and release more water. And that's what we're asking, that they release more water.
In an email statement to APTN News, Rio Tinto says they are aware of the sturgeon deaths in the Nechako and Fraser rivers, and they are working with local First Nations on the water flow. Over the last 2 years, Rio Tinto has been working with First Nations and local communities to improve the water flow into the Nechako River while still monitoring the flood risks in Vanderhoof. The First Nations say they have had talks with the BC government and are starting to talk with the federal government, but there is no progress. We contacted the federal government for a comment, but did not receive a response before airtime. Chief Mueller says they've been building a relationship with Rio Tinto for a few years, but the increase of the Nechako River flow isn't happening fast enough.
I just want to continue building our relationship with Rio Tinto, and but we need some decisions made quickly. We know our membership are not very happy, and I know the other communities are not very happy, and we are looking at next steps and what is our plan.
Lee Wilson, APTN National News, Kitimat.